Hey folks, thanks for joining me today. So this is the last one of the four Tiki Mask coasters. This one I also did as a bit of an angry face. And what I realized when I was editing these last two is that I didn't put any green in these guys. So maybe green is the happy color. I don't know. But I did notice that. So basically, if you're new in watching this series and haven't seen the others, what I did was I casted these with a mold and I used a product called Ultracal 30 and I let them dry for about a week before I could paint on them, and I gave them a base coat of black. And then what I did was I used a general charcoal pencil and I drew on my sketch and then I painted over it with white. So white is going to be my base coat for the Tiki mask itself, but I wanted the background to remain black. So the white also allows for the bright colors to be even more bright, because the black, if you painted right on top of the black, they could get muted or the black could shine through. And that's not what you want. You want these colors to be bright and vibrant, and be very, very bold. So that's why I use the white. So now I am using the Palomino Tan by Delta as putting, that's going to be my wood grain. So I'm just putting a solid color of that. And while it's wet, I'm going to come in with some spice brown. And the spice brown is just going to be on the tip of the chisel brush, as I'm doing right now. And it just allows me to pull down some wood grain, and I go all the way from top to bottom. I will be painting over top of some of this with the details and the facial characteristics of the Tiki mask, so it's okay that some of it's going to be covered up, but in order to get a nice even flow, I go from top to bottom. I do this on all four of the masks, and if you're interested in seeing the other ones, if this is the first one that you're seeing, I do recommend going back into my library there and finding them. But I will also post, I have one more tutorial to do with these Tiki masks, and it's the holder. And I will be posting all links to all of them in that one. So if you've missed any of them or you want to revisit and you can't find, you just have to click on the link that's in that one. So that one will be posted in a couple of days. It's going to be my Friday. Today is Wednesday. So I'm posting this one today, and I will be posting the final holder as well as what it all looks together on Friday. So stick around for that. If you don't want to miss when I post, first of all, you have to subscribe. And secondly, ring the notification bell. That will give you a notification when I do throw something new onto YouTube. And if you like this video, make sure that you give me the thumbs up. It's the fastest and easiest way for you to let me know that you've enjoyed this little mini series. Leave me a comment below as well. Let me know what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it, maybe other things that I could try, other colors, anything like that you want to see. So with the magic of editing, I magically redrew the characteristics that I wanted onto this mask with my other General's charcoal pencil, which is a gray, so that I could see a little bit better than the white. And then I used my tool from the Ditting Center to put the pupils on for his eyes. And now I am putting on some of that detail. Now, what I found with a lot of my Tiki masks, or research that I did to get inspired by different facial features, is a lot of them are very, like, they're obviously carved out of wood. So they're all kind of shapes and stuff that you could carve easily out of wood. So there's not a lot of circles or scrolls or anything like that. They're pretty square and they're pretty sharp. So that's what I did with all of my tiki masks. Tried very hard to keep them all kind of like that. And then, so his eyebrows are done with True Red by DecoArt. And then his nostrils I did with, I think that's Ocean Blue. No, I'm using Ocean Blue right now. Ocean Blue is by DecoArt, and then his nostrils were done with Avalon Blue, which is Delta. If you're interested in any of the colors that I use, they are all listed in the description. So you could always take a peek down there and see what I used. Sometimes I don't always remember to mention the brand name or the colors. So know that they are down there below. I think I forgot to mention his beard and his, I don't know what you would call it, the fan that's on his head. I used straw, the color straw from Delta on those. It's almost like a golden brown or a really dirty yellow. And I really liked it. So it was a lot of the colors with tiki masks are colors that you would find in nature. So as long as you've got those available to you, or you could make your own just by mixing paint, then you're off to the races. But I'm just now outlining stuff, especially on the outside, cleaning it up, and really making this a little bit more sharp. Cleaning it up, just using some black paint and my fine lining brush. If you're interested on how to make a fine lining brush, I do have a tutorial for that as well. And it is also listed in the description. So there's tons of really cool information down there. So make sure that you go and check that out. I say down there because I assume that it is below this video, which I'm pretty sure that's where it is. So make sure you check that out too for all sorts of other cool videos that I have, and maybe some places that you'd like to go. There's a link for the Ditting Center where I get my dotting tools from. And if you decide to buy, make sure you use my discount code. I'm not affiliated with them whatsoever, but just to help a fellow artist out, that's what we do for each other. So I mention her and you go and buy and use my discount code. So I do have to apologize right now that the video for this one is cut off at the end. Unfortunately, I was so in the zone when I was doing this one that I didn't pay attention and didn't realize that my battery had died in my phone, which is what I use to video these tutorials for you. So I do apologize, but most of what you missed is just the detailing of his eyebrows and me putting like little white spots on his eyes. But you will see that at the very, very end when I show my photos of the finished products. So stick around to the end to see those extras. You can even pause the video on those photos so you can see exactly what I did. I do apologize. I really didn't know that it had stopped working, and when I went to press the stop recording button, there was no button to push. So it was dead. Anyways, I do apologize for that. It doesn't usually happen. But like I said, I was so in the zone with this guy that, yeah, I kept going. And he was so fun to do. I think I was excited about seeing the final product of all 4 of them completed. And that's why I didn't notice. But again, I apologize. But just know that this will abruptly end. And then you'll be like, what's going on? Where does the rest of them go? And that's why. So you do see the outlining of me doing this part of his eyebrow, but what I also do is you do the same design inside, so sort of like an inline rather than an outline that follows the same design, and I find that it makes it look really, really sharp. But you'll see that at the end of the video in the photographs. And I'm really, really excited about showing you the final product. The holder is already done. The video is ready to go. It looks absolutely amazing. I even corked the bottom of each of the coasters so they wouldn't slip and slide. And I resined them all so that they're flat and they're very sturdy. And I even corked the bottom of the holders so that when they're just sitting there waiting to be used, it's not going to go anywhere it's not going to go anywhere as well. Sorry, sometimes I stumble away. Oh, I guess you do get to see the little white dots on the eyes. I apologize. You do get to see that. I think it's the teeth that you forget to, or that you don't get to see. So what I did for this color was I just simply mixed a little bit of white with the Palomino tan so that he would have wooden teeth. So you'll see me put this on, and it just covers up the black, which I probably should have just left and then just put this color over top, but that's okay. Having them look a little bit kind of grungy is what I was looking for. Now I'm going to put his under eye details on, and they're just little wisps, just to sort of finish off what is above, just to give him a little bit more detail. And I do outline those as well. And yeah, he turned out amazing. Like, I was so excited about having this guy done. And I'm so happy with the final result of it all put together. And I even tried them out. It was a warm, sunny day, and I thought, well, you know what? If I'm going to promote these as something that I've done, then I better try them out. So I did, and they worked fabulously. So I was very, very happy with it all. I hope you are too, for sticking around and watching all of these tutorials in this mini series. And yeah, I had so much fun bringing them to you. And thank you for encouraging me to do these. It all started with the Tiki Mask rock that I did. And I was telling you about how I did some Tiki Mask coasters for a friend of mine, and next thing you know, I'm doing a tutorial on it. So thank you so much for encouraging me and sticking around and watching all my videos. It means so much to me that you're here, and I look forward to bringing you new content. So just remember that you support me just by being here, and I'll keep doing these paintings as you're around. As I was yapping and you were watching, I did put on some highlights there on his crown that's on his head there, and I threw some of that into his beard as well. And now I'm just going to finish up with his mouth, and unfortunately this is around the time when the video ends. So I do apologize for that, but do remember, life is what you make it. So get creative.